come to order, and the first order of business is to try to cool the room down, so we'll see if we can do that. But the Attorney General will be testifying here in a bit about the Mueller Report. And I want to thank him for coming to the committee and giving us an explanation as to the actions he took and why he took them regarding the Mueller Report. And here's the good news. Here's the Mueller Report. You can read it for yourself. It's about 400 and something pages. Can't say I've read it all, but I've read most of it. There's an unredacted version over in the classified section of the Senate, a room where you can go look at the unredacted version, and I did that, and I found it not to change anything in terms of an outcome. But a bit about the Mueller Report. Who is Mueller? For those who may not know, I don't know where you've been, but you may not know, that Bob Mueller has a reputation in this town and throughout the country as being an outstanding lawyer and a man of the law. He was the FBI director. He was the Deputy Attorney General. He was in charge of the Criminal Division at the Department of Justice. He was a United States Marine, and he has served his country in a variety of circumstances, long and well. For those who took time to read the report, I think it was well written, very thorough. And let me tell you what went into this report. There were 19 lawyers employed, approximately 40 FBI agents, intel analysts, forensic accountants, and other staff, 2,800 subpoenas issued, 500 witnesses interviewed, 500 search warrants executed, more than 230 orders for communication records so records could be obtained, 13 requests to foreign governments for evidence, over $25 million spent over 2 years. We may not agree on much, but I hope we can agree that he had ample resources, took a lot of time, and talked to a lot of people. And you can read for yourself what he found. The Attorney General will tell us a bit about what his opinion of the report is. In terms of interacting with the White House turned over to Mr. Mueller 1.4 million documents and records, never asserted executive privilege one time. Over 20 White House staffers, including 8 from the White House counsel's office, were interviewed voluntarily. Don McGahn, chief counsel for the White House, was interviewed for over 30 hours. Everybody that they wanted to talk to from the Trump campaign on the ground, they were able to talk to. The president submitted himself to written interrogatories. So to the American people, Mr. Mueller was the right guy to do this job. I always believed that Attorney General Sessions was conflicted out because he was part of the campaign. He was the right guy with ample resources, and the cooperation he needed to find out what happened was given, in my view. But there were 2 campaigns in 2016, and we'll talk about the second one in a minute. So what have we learned from this report? After all this time and all this money, Mr. Mueller and his team concluded there was no collusion.